So we're going to do this fusing video. This is now more of a macro style piece. This is a bigger armring instead of that little minute fingering that we were working on earlier. So this is copper, and it's a six wire counterclockwise twist very slightly. I've already twisted it because that's how it came from the cable company. And it has a core as well, so it's 6 outer, 1 inner. Just got to keep it all because we're going to do a lot hotter required fusing. So we're going to put it on a slightly bigger incline angled plate. We're going to use this little ceramic. This is a ceramic spacer for using spacers for kiln work. This happened to be something that I had and it broke, so now I use it as a little channel to try to force the heat to stay where I want to do the fusing. And instead of using the smaller torch, the micro, I'm going to go to the matte gas, right, that Matte Pro with the benzomatic Uber torch. Okay, let me go get this other one just to show it off.
That one's closed right now.
There's that. This is a multiple venturied swirl style head. So that's got to get a larger area, a hotter, faster. And this one is kind of your standard that most of us always have. See how you have that one long peak. So on this one, that point, way out here on that blue point of the tip of that torch flame is the hottest part. On this style, venturied multiple, it's actually the hottest part of that flame isn't here. It's actually here. Anyway, so I'm just showing the differences. I like using this one a lot for most things because it gets everything hotter faster. But if you want to control where you're getting heat, this one's harder because it's a lot bigger flame. I moved it because there was space underneath, airspace underneath that copper, and I didn't want the melt to drop too much. So notice I haven't used any flux on any of this fusing. I find that I don't need to use flux because the amount of heat I'm using to get this thing up to a melting temperature burns off any of the oxidation that occurs at lower temperature. And at higher temperature, I think the flame is eating all of the oxygen before it can even get to the copper. We're getting there. See some of the color, not too much. See, there's more color. So I'm moving the flame around because I want to make sure I'm getting all those 7 wires we described earlier, trying to make sure I get enough heat on all those so that it's uniform. So as we fuse, at some point we're going to start to see, assuming we have decent protective glasses on, goggles on, we'll start to see the outer skin of the wires start to go molten just a little bit, just a little shiny, a little liquid. That's starting to tell us that we have almost enough heat. I'm not seeing that yet here, but I'm really starting to feel heat coming off that fire brick. See how that wire is tarnishing up here because it's sucking so much heat out of this end? Getting close. And I might also have to rotate it 180 degrees to get the bottom half once I get this top layer used. Alright, starting to see a little bubbling. There, see it? See that? You see that in there? See that bubbling? Come on, baby. There we go. See how I pulled together? You see that?
Yeah.
Let's rotate this and make sure the bottom half. Yeah, so the bottom half still needs fuse. It's probably a bit fused, but I want to keep fusing now. I don't want to wait because I got all that heat in there now. I do not want to lose that time and that efficiency on using the gas. And my time. Here we go. See how I pulled up? There we go. So that end is done. And when I say that end is done, it is based on what I can see right now with the my visual capacity of seeing that end with it really, really hot. It appears like it's the entire 7 wires have fused, melted and fused together all the way around that whole 360 degrees in about maybe up to a 1/4 inch, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but so that's where that is.